Hey brother, do you have any of these supernatural powers? Oh, you know, the turning human and the able to use your chi to... We know you can breathe fire, that is not what I meant!
He's cool, he's hot like a frozen sun. He's young and fast.
Greetings the world of the internet, I am the great Matthew Squeak and welcome to Squirrel Talk Review. Remember a few months back ago or so when I did a Kim Possible review and mentioned that American Dragon was also affected by that weird Disney year?
Or American Dragon completely changing its animation style. What show completely changes its animation style in the middle of its run? But we're not getting into whether those were good ideas or not.
Well, it's time to talk about it. American Dragon is a show about a kid of Chinese descent who has the ability to take the form of a dragon, who, in this world, are the guardians and peacekeepers of the world's secret magical society. It had a fire-breathing dragon, a talking dog, and Dante Bosco playing the lead. What was there not to love about this? The show fared well, had action, nice sense of humor, and a Romeo-Juliet thing going on with the main couple. So what happened? Weird Disney happened. That same strange force that turned Kim Possible's extra season into a complete dud also completely screwed up the American Dragon. You already know about the complete change in animation, but they also did a lot of changes to the story and characters. For example, the Hunts clan, one of the main villains, are no longer a group of proud hunters, but now magical creature exterminators. And Rose now claims she never really wanted to hunt magical creatures. Funny, because she seemed very intent on slaying Jake in the first season. Or having the Oracle twins dress more for their personality rather than being twinsies. It's really just a bunch of little stuff like that, but altogether it really doesn't feel like it's the same show. It's more like a reboot, but expected to just play off as Season 2. I have no idea why I thought this was a good idea until this day. I still can't find any other show that has ever made this much change in the middle of its run. This is not a reboot. This is not a spin-off. This is supposed to be Season 2. And we're going to watch the episode that, in my opinion, has the biggest "what the heck were you thinking when you changed this" moment. This is Nobody's Fool. Our show starts with Jake the Dragon performing his duties by investigating a riot of a group of sewer trolls are making. And his loyal companion Foo Dog has once again ditched patrol.
There's a sewer riot going down, so I could really use a sewer troll repellent, which you have! So don't leave me hanging!
Leaving the trolls to settle their own squabble is not an option, so Jake goes in without backup. And without backup, it turns out dragons aren't much of a match for trolls. I'm just going by what the show says. You don't need to make a fuss.
Whatever you're up to, Foo, it better be important!
All right, listen up. I need something. I need an 8!
Go fish! Go fish! Go fish!
He ditched him to go play Go Fish. There is no way to sugarcoat that. You ditched your dragon in training to go play cards. That's about as low as you can get. Opening time.
He's cool, he's hot like a frozen sun. He's young and fast, he's the chosen one. People were not bragging.
It's okay, I suppose. They kept the lyrics, but they changed around the visuals and the vocals. And in my opinion, the original is still better. I kind of like the singers better, and the visuals fit more with what is being sung.
He's gonna stop his enemies with his dragon power. Dragon teeth, dragon tail, burning dragon fire. Real live wire. He's gonna stop his enemies with his dragon power. Dragon teeth, dragon tail, burning dragon fire. Real live wire.
Now, I have heard this from around the world of the internet, but it didn't really sink in until I myself took a closer look at it. But This is the Proud family's art style. The shape, the coloring. So they didn't just abruptly and drastically change everything, but they straight out plagiarized the art style to attempt to cash in on the Proud family's popularity. Proud Family came to an end right before this weird Disney year, which, after watching what happened to Kim Possible and American Dragon, that was probably the best outcome for it. But this is not how you commemorate it. Alright, the opening is over, and we cut to Jake, who was pretty ticked off at Fu for ditching him, but he did manage to pull out a clue from his sewer excursion.
Now, about this necklace the trolls gave you. It looks familiar. I will do some research on it. Someplace with better ventilation.
It's weird how smell affects taste. Like, I can't smell, so it's great.
Well, he opened his mouth, and he's not much of a big character in this, but let's go ahead and talk about him for a second. This is Spud. He was the typical slacker skateboarder hippie character. Now, he's a genius. A complete and absolute genius. No build-up, no explanation, no consistency. Genius. Does this comment sound familiar? Well, it should, because that's the same exact thing I said about the Possible siblings. Yes, this is two separate Disney shows in the same year that suddenly had one of the characters turn super smart. Was that the plan? Was that what caused this strange phenomena? We are not doing that. Was this what caused it? Was the strange year just caused by do whatever Johnny Test was doing?
Friends are supposed to have each other's backs. Lately, I'm getting the feeling the only back you have covered is your own.
Jake, buddy, come on! When have I ever let you down? Okay, now. But before that, name one time!
Let's see. There was a time with a giant.
How exactly did you get your tail stuck?
I'll free you!
Hello, lady.
And the time at the skate park.
Don't worry, kid. I got you. Hello? Why, yes, I am interested in saving 25% of my car.
But Jake skateboards all the time. What exactly was supposed to happen? All this flashbackiness translates to Jake is pretty much worthless at everything he does, and Foo Dog is completely useless. Foo Dog was self-centered in Season 1, but ever since Season 2, he's become increasingly more so.
Had our share of fights, but we squash them every time.
Yeah, you sing it, sister girl. Wait, what fights?
You know, like when I buried that gag, nasty pink palm tree sweater you bought me for my birthday.
You buried that sweater? Well, you never told me that.
Oh, right. Well, I was done that time.
The main story is, in his uselessness, Foo Dog has neglected to renew his animal guardian license thingy. Because that's a thing now.
But what about me? I gotta go 4 days without a magical guardian?
Remember that whole flashback bit the moment ago? You already pretty muchly operate without a magical creature guardian, but we need more plot complication.
The DMC has assigned Long Comma Jake a temporary animal guardian for the duration of the probationary period. Sign here. Next!
Bananas B?
Bananas Beat is what me is naming. Animal Guardian's what I'm gaming. I'm telling you, dog. Yo, quit your yelping. I'm a monkey. What's in to helping?
I'm sorry. I don't speak monkey.
Me's your farmate, mate. Yo, check it. You got yourselves the first hip-hop helper animal monkey guardian, yo.
Oh yeah, we're trying to look hip and cool. Yo. Yo.
You have got to be kidding me.
Bring it on! Breakdancing? Oh, it's pathetic.
That's true. How about something that proves your magical guardianness?
Yeah! Oh! My sciatica!
Yeah, thanks a lot, Foo.
Apparently breakdancing is all that matters. More importantly, Grandpa's managed to track down the necklace left by the trolls.
Whoa, the Queen of Cruel is wearing the jewel.
Are we supposed to know who that is? So, this somehow means that the former Dragon Council member turned dark side, Chang, is involved somehow, or has possibly escaped. So with Food Dog banned from any magical guardian duties, Jake, Gramps, and the monkey visit Chang in prison.
There she is, just like I told you. Hasn't eaten or spoken in 10 days.
Who is that? She looks kind of like Yzma.
Chang.
No, that's Yzma. This is Counselor Chang. Chang was a short lady. She looked dignified and respected by all those around her. More importantly, this fit more to her character, as she was secretly working for the Dark Dragon. And even though this show can't hold a secret to save its life, they transformed her into a tall white lady, making her look as evil as possible. This does not look like a former Dragon Council member. She looks more on par with Maleficent. So big shock, someone who hasn't moved, spoken, or eaten anything for 10 days is really a chi-produced doppelganger. Because that's a thing that dragons can do now. Don't question it, it's not worth it. The more important issue is that the annoying monkey was the one that figured this out. Nobody else could put 2 and 2 together. Nobody else ever thought, maybe something's up with the person that hasn't moved for over a week. So one of the magical world's biggest criminals has escaped lockup. What do we do next? Whatever this is.
Like animal guardian talk, yo. Which is a big no-no for an unlicensed bloke like yousies.
It's the playing favorites game. Whichever magical creature does the most slave work for Jake is the winner. Yeah, because that's what being a magical creature guardian entails, apparently. Doing your homework and making you food. Furthermore, it's never addressed why the monkey is so determined to be on Jake's good side and make Food Dog look incompetent. It's not like this is a permanent gig, nor will it be. We never see this guy's endgame. So the day of Food Dog certification arrives, and he needs Jake to be there to help him pass. But Jake's a little distracted by... Ugh. You're right, he's so annoying that he just has a way of boring into your head and soaking up all your attention. I don't even remember what I was talking about a moment ago.
You bury it, you bury me!
Oh, what's fun? How was I supposed to know? The sweater represented our whole friendship.
Read the tag!
Is this subplot still going on? You guys are friends. This whole matching sweaters thing is making a weird vibe in this relationship. So test time rolls around, but Jake is a little preoccupied in showing off the monkey and ignoring his cell phone. So without Jake there, Fu...
Dog, Fu. If you do not have a magical guardie, one will be appointed for you.
Yeah, I'll be needing that.
Mr. Crunkers! You will be tested on speed, agility, and strength.
And due to the worthlessness of this character, fails spectacularly. Jeez. Incompetent gardenee isn't grounds for extra credit or chance for a retake.
Well, the headlights are broken, your check engine light is blinking, and the brakes are about to fall out. I believe this vehicle is perfectly suited to testing your ability to drive on this road. Proceed with the driving test. Oh, you're a terrible driver.
Jake heads back to the shop to meet Fu, but surprise, not Chang was waiting for him. Oh right, evil dragon on the loose. That was a plot point earlier, wasn't it?
This is the part where I say, Lao Shi's grandson. We meet again.
Her voice is the same. Seems they decided to keep one thing from the original character after all. What's more, she's got the sewer trolls from earlier under her thumb.
Wait! You guys are on her side now? Don't you get it? Chang attacked you in the sewers, not me!
The great thing about trolls, dumb as custard, and yet so helpful at the little things.
Oh, did she just call us dumb as custard? Nah, she's just deciding what's for dinner.
So even with the distraction by Trixie and monkey assistants, Jake stood little chance against a former Dragon Council member. And with Jake out, it comes down to the monkey.
Yous wouldn't be needing a helper monkey, would yous?
What? What are you doing?
Me's work for peanuts, literally.
Fu would never!
He's not Fu now, is me?
I like your style, monkey.
Yes, the style of switching sides the moment things aren't going your way. You could betray me at a moment's notice. So Jake is hauled away, and now it's up to Food Dog to find Jake.
I got Jake's back. If I win, you tell me where Chang took the American Dragon. Got it?
Oh, there are so many things wrong with this scene. In the first place, it has never been indicated that any of these characters are in league with Chang. Not even remotely. Meaning, why would they know anything? Secondly, the purpose of rubbing elbows was that when you need favors, you can ask for them without having to waste time with a card game, while Jake is about to be slain. And further, if these are your friends and against evil taking over the world dragons, they should be more than willing to part with any information they have. So the only reason this scene exists is to somehow justify Food Dog ditching Jake at the beginning. Yeah, no, still not justified. We cut back to Jake, who's managed to break free and outwit the trolls.
Must I do everything myself?
Well, you are the one with the magical staff that can restrain dragons.
That is just to hold you still. This next blast will finish you!
Make up your mind, lady. Do you want him dead or do you want him alive as bait?
Can't move!
At least Mr. Crunkers was good for something. One dog kama fu at your service.
Oh, that was supposed to be funny all those times it was said before. Ha ha ha. Food Dog just bites the restraining beams to break Jake free when Jake could have easily done that himself. Chang makes an escape.
I'll be back for you and your grandfather!
And your little dog, too!
And we convene back at the DMC where Jake somehow managed to simply talk them into giving him his license back. You ever been to one of these places? No way you can just talk your way through that. So the moral of this episode is, well, Food Dog wasn't very reliable, but it was thanks to that unreliableness that he was able to save Jake in the end. So the moral of the story is, don't trust monkeys or play cards with Grandpa.
Yeah, we're just playing a friendly game of cards.
And once again, this is another show that now suddenly has credit sequences and doesn't really know what to do with them. Well, we can consider American Dragon as another victim of that weird Disney phenomena. I wouldn't consider this terrible. In fact, I still think it's rather watchable. But the amount of stuff they changed for whatever reason makes it a little difficult for fans to continue watching the show. The characters aren't quite who they used to be, and the story changes they made don't exactly align with the first season. Then there's Chang. Most characters have gotten changes to their looks in the season change, but nothing even compares to what they did here. Now that our heroes know she's evil, let's make her look as evil as possible. The humor's not quite right anymore, and it just doesn't feel like it's the same show. And none of these changes were for the better. So I still ask, what made them think they could get away with this? What made them think this was a good idea? I guess it will just forever have to be a part of that weird Disney phenomena. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk Review. I thank my loyal subjects for watching. Please like and subscribe to me. You may also donate anything you wish to donate to Patreon here.